given to us through commercial media. Walter Warden is a dear friend, and he is our next poet.
Thank you, Hayden, and I just want to echo others by saying it's great to be back in Howland. My first poem is called Lost Hymn of the Middle Class. We of the earth work daily for food, for faith, for the little breaths between the terrors. The market takes its shaky ride as we of common stature keep our stride, our souls to the wheel. We came up proudly in the boxes our fathers bought on the GI Bill, outfitted with carports and plastic pools. We rode high with Glenn and rebelled with Dean. We watched the Beatles sing our lives on Sullivan. We found our faith in the green hell of the Mekong, our brotherhood in the muddy fields of Bethel. Now billionaires vacation all year in Ibiza and purchase politicians at wholesale prices. In summer, our kind collect in inner city parks and suburban backyards. Our quiet legacies lost in the smoke of weekend beer-charged barbecues and burning plans. The Rotarians march every 4th of July, and like our fathers, we die at 50. Nope, this is Nobody Says Revolution. Nobody says revolution. Nobody says revolution. But the lines get longer. The cash cows graze on the good greens, and the city streets grow hotter each day. Plastic patriots put their mouths where their money isn't, and the ones who know better stay cozy in their alabaster visions. Armies move constantly into position. In other parts of the empire, the faces of false presidents decorate crumbling walls. Their eyes tell the secret stories of the missing and the misplaced. Under multiple flags, the factories flourish. The last song of freedom plays on a loop, filling the neighborhoods with constant sound. The brave are already packing up their cars. The few resistors whisper to each other in dark, unheated apartments. Somebody somewhere turns off the TV. And now the silence is threatening. The silence is accusing. A few people gather in the park. They stand with their shoulders touching. They stand all night, even in the rain. They stand with their mouths open. But nobody says revolution. Nobody makes a sound. This next one is called Illuminations at the Wake of an Old Acquaintance. It's someone that I hadn't seen for many years, and goes like this. Not having seen you for years, I did not recognize the face, the marks of hard living having masked your younger self, making me hesitate to declare it was you, even despite the resemblance in photographs arrayed around you, despite the truthfulness of your family's tears. You were vibrant and vital when last I saw you, a man in the making, but like me, still anchored to boyish concerns. Under shelter of ignorance, there was little in the manner of monsters we much feared. But then time allowed a dark knowing. It fluttered like a bird in our breasts, waiting patiently for prey to pass by. Now through the distance of years, I sense it requires only one good strike, with sharp beak or talon, to let the soft innocence ooze out like juice from a damaged melon. Too much we let get by without a taste, but we go on foraging in the glory of the garden of ignorance, afraid to accept what we search for, refusing to see it as always fruit that is to blame. Once we taste its treacherous sweetness, we are dead. My last poem is called Love is Hard to Carry, and it begins with a quote from Allen Ginsberg. The weight of the world is love. Love is hard to carry, heavy as a rucksack of stones slung from the shoulders, or the dead weight of a body you were desperate to move out of light, heavy because the body is yours. Love is hard to carry because of its bulk, because it is not easy to get hold of, forcing you to drag it where you want it, drag it like a wrecked dream no longer useful. Love is hard to carry because of its shape, irregular and unwieldy, because it has no center of balance, no stable state, making you bang the walls on the way up the stairs. Love is hard to carry because you can't see where it begins or where it ends, or how high it is. But you deal with it anyway, for without such weight, how will you know its worth? Without such burden, how will you know it's there? Thank you.